Parents. I dedicate this video to all our parents, wherever you are. If you are a student, if you graduated long time ago, if you are fresh graduate, you are free to watch. You are free to be part of the video. But I want to shoot it direct to the parents. I dedicate this video direct to our parents. You play a fundamental role towards the success of your children, towards our success in life. You pay for us fees, you give us meals, accommodation, security, etc. Thank you so much for the good work. We do appreciate. You are doing a great job. And I want to congratulate those parents whose children have graduated. And at the same time, I want to strengthen, I want to give courage, to build hope, to instill hope in those parents whose children have not made it to the graduation tent. However, I'm going to be a little bit tough and expressing my disappointment in some parents. Parents, you have contributed a lot in some of your children's academic failure. We are all aware that over 12,000 students graduated from Makerere last week. But we know that on average, each year Makerere admits more than 15,000 students. But now, my question is, where is the balance? Where is the balance of the students who have not graduated? If they admitted, let's say 15,000, and we are seeing 12,000 students graduating, where are the rest? It means some of them failed to make it to the graduation day, whereas some of them might have died, but God forbid, I don't believe that all that number died surely. But the truth of the matter is some of those students did not make it because of retakes, because of backlogs, and because of some few financial case issues. But the whole issue here is about career guidance given by parents to their children. Some parents have a mentality of forcing their children to do particular subjects, to do particular courses, because the neighbor's son did the same, the neighbor's son did PCB, you want your son to do PCB, the neighbor's daughter did Hague and became a lawyer, you also want your daughter to do Hague and become a lawyer. And yet, each person was created with his strength and weaknesses. That's why these fingers are not equal. This one is short, this one is tall, this one is taller. They are different in size. So, parents, I want to advise you today that whenever you accept to take your child to school, there are some of the things that are natural and that are very hard to change. I want to give you a live example about myself. Since childhood, I know myself, my background in mathematics has not been appetizing as per se. From P1 to around P4, I was doing fairly well, scoring 90s, 85, doing well in mathematics. But things started changing the phase when I entered P5. P5 up to P7. Things were not right on my side in terms of mathematics. The reality is, even when my results came for primary, some 18 years ago, I really performed poorly in mathematics. It is one of the subjects where I performed poorly. I went secondary, I found their mathematics because it was my enemy in primary, but again I found it in secondary. So I had it in mind that I am a poor mathematician. I'm not saying all this to discourage people from doing particular subjects, but I'm telling you to do some SWOT analysis to know your strength and to know your weak spot. So I continued with mathematics from senior one. I was doing somehow well, but on average, I could score credit 6, pass 7, pass 8, up to senior 4. And my prayers was at least I was praying to get a pass in senior 4. Can you imagine how tough things were on my side when it comes to mathematics? On this note, I want to thank my boy, my friend, my brother, uh, Dr. David Mugume. This boy, I was not so close to this boy in high school. Not until I realized that things were going bad on my side when it comes to mathematics. So I asked myself, how could I benefit from this guy? Because many people befriended him for their own reasons, but me, I befriended him purposely to pass mathematics. And God is good. I tell you what, I didn't fail mathematics. I passed with my pass. I got a pass in mathematics. Now I want to ask you a simple question. Before I ask you a simple question, the whole thing is that I was a poor scientist. Not only mathematics, but physics, chemistry, biology, I was doing poor. Indeed, after results came, I had scored poorly in those subjects. But the question is, could my father tell me to do PCB? Could my father or mother tell me to do PM or PCM or BCM? Definitely no. I couldn't believe because I was a poor mathematician. I could not do that. I excelled well in other subjects, humanities subjects, history, economics, because I had done well in commerce, history in O level, CRE, and some other subjects. So I decided to go for head stroke entrepreneurship. I excelled well in those subjects, comfortably, crushed them, got good points, excelled, and I scooped the government sponsorship. I studied on government at the university. And here I am, I graduated. But the problem with most of the parents, I'm excluding mine, I thank mine for recognizing my weak spots and allowing me to do what I could manage. But the problem with most of you parents, you force your children to do what they cannot afford. We have a saying in my local language, enkoko esome ekirayiringira. Enkoko emere ekirayiringira. It goes like this in English, that a hen plucks or a hen bites what it can swallow. So I knew I was a weak mathematician. I could not do MEG much as I did well in geography and commerce. But I knew MEG needed mathematics and I was not good at mathematics. So most of you parents, you force your children to do particular subjects which they cannot afford. That's why you find somebody has scored maybe a grade 6 in biology, a pass 7 in chemistry, a grade 6 in math, and then you find a parent telling that child that because a neighbor studied PCB and is now a doctor, a neighbor did PCM and is now an engineer, but you find a parent quarreling with the child that you should do the same. Go for PCM, go for PCB. What happens at the end of it all, at the end of senior 6, the boy has 5 points, which cannot enable him to be admitted in any university of his choice. And now the dream is dying like that. Instead of allowing the child to do what he or she can afford, then you are forcing a child to do what is outweighing him or his mental capacity. Are you aware that most students have not graduated because they opted for very complicated courses that they could not afford? Somebody did fairly well in high school, scored, let's say, 12 points on average out of 20, let's say 8 points also, 9, 10, around there. He did, let's say, he did Hague. But because you struggled so much and you even bribed the university, you even bribed the institution of learning, you bribed the college, that child was admitted for a low course in any university. I not mention the university, but I'm assuming that maybe you bribed and maybe forced yourself there and the kid was admitted. Because a university is a commercial environment. Universities are there to make money. They are not NGOs. They are not NGOs. They are there to make money. For you, you use the force, you side or whichever mean my kid has to do law. What happened? The kid did not graduate. The kid did not graduate. The kid failed to graduate because of retakes. The kid did not graduate because of backlogs. The course was too complicated for that kid. And now you are blaming each other. You are blaming the kid. The kid is blaming you for forcing him or her to do the course. You are also blaming the kid for wasting your fees, for not graduating. The pressure is there. You are having depression. Your neighbors are asking you what happened to the child. Why did he or she graduate? You are blaming everybody in the village. You are blaming everybody. You are blocking everyone. You are taking people on WhatsApp. You are not replying. You are too depressed. The kid is totally stranded because you forced that person to do what he or she cannot afford. Another scenario whereby you forced a kid to do a particular course of your choice. I can't say of his choice, of your choice. The child did a course of your choice, but now graduation is over. The kid has graduated. The only question you are asking on a daily basis, what next? And the kid is also comfortable asking you, what next? Do I know? Atemanyi? Because you didn't carry out research, you don't know, you didn't survey the job market for that course. For you, because you saw your friend's son doing the same, but you didn't know why that person did that course. Some people do some courses because of specific reasons. Now you are asking your kid that you have a degree, but now what happened? Why? What next, my son? But the kid is also asking you, what next? Because he does not know you are the one who forced that person to study the course. So, before you die of depression, before you blame the kid, before you chase the kid out of your home, I want to give you a simple advice that you can spot the weaknesses of your child, the strength of your child since from childhood. embark on those core skills, core weaknesses. Maybe if the kid is still young, it is easy to correct those small mistakes and turn a weakness into a strength from childhood. So, career guidance should start from childhood. Don't wait for the school to decide for your kid. Don't wait for the school to do career guidance. You are as a parent, you are lucky that you have a degree. You are lucky that you have some elder sons and daughters who graduated before that kid. Let there be mentorship programs. Do research. Know, look for courses which are marketable. Allow students to make their own choices. Much as maybe they can also make their own choices, but you can be there to guide them. For you, your role is to guide, not to abstract and everything, not to sabotage the choice of your children. Just your role is just to guide them. If the kid decides to do a particular course, you don't come in immediately and demonstrate and say, no, you not do this, you not be my son. You come in and advise. How? You bring the how question to the kid. How about this course? How about this one? What if? Bring what if. Let's befriend your child. Hmm? What if you tried this course? I believe if you tried this one, maybe it could be better than that one. But for you, you want to dictate everything. Dear parent, stop that mentality. I'm sorry if I was a little bit tough, but I'm telling you what you do. I'm telling you the truth, the bitter truth. What you do, you force your children to do what they cannot manage. And that's why they have not graduated. So, my dear parent, in this regard, I want to thank you once again for your effort in paying the fees. I also want to give you strength as your children go out there to look for jobs. Stop listening to people who tell you jobs are not there. Stop listening to people who tell you that there are no opportunities outside there. Opportunities are there. The only question is how to penetrate into those opportunities, how to grab those opportunities. Create a strong network for your children. Be a mentor. Be there. Don't rush at chasing that child from your home. That now you have a degree, my role is now over. You go and start your new life. You go and rent your own house. It is too early for that kid. It is too early for that graduate to be self-sustainable. Be there for him. Guide him. Now my son graduation is done. What can we do? What if we called Uncle Tom? What if we called Uncle this? What if we went to Auntie this? What if we called Aunt so and so? What if we visited office so and so? What if you gave me a copy of your CV? Maybe I go with it tomorrow. Maybe I talk to my comrade, Michael, in the bank. Maybe I talk to this physician. You never know, there could be an opportunity. So you create networks for your children. Don't stop at paying fees and attending graduation parties, giving beautiful speeches, and then waiting for the results. You keep waiting for the results from the kid. You should also contribute something tangible. Don't merely pay fees and say it is over. The journey is still continuing until you start seeing the fruits of your sweat coming out of that child. Thank you so much. I love you all, parents. I'm proud of you, parents. May God bless you. May God give you money. May God give you strength to look for money. May God guide you. May God give you financial opportunities. May God bring job opportunities for your fresh graduate child. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. I sign out. I sign out. Till we meet next time. This has been for parents. We love you, parents.